Okay, the last machine I want to show you is kind of a neat one. I tell you, I didn't learn about this machine here until about a couple years ago. And I'll tell you, it's been around a long time, but it's not a common machine that you're going to find. And what this is it's a multi-router. That's its name, but really what it does is it's a tenoning machine. That's how we use it a lot, okay? We use it to make tenons. So, you know, like the mortise and tenon joint, you have your mortise, which is the pocket, and then you've got your tenon, which fits into the pocket that way. And so this is a great machine that allows you to use a template to control very accurately to make tenons. And it's very easy, okay? It uses a router, and they connect the router to this base, and basically how it works is you've got various different clamps, so I can raise and lower the router, and I can also move my part, which is clamped to this table, okay? So there is a pin on this. It's going to then follow a template, and so I'd love to show you how to use this, especially if you're going to be doing the crate project, or if you're going to be doing the end table project. This is going to be, or any project that requires a mortise and tenon joinery, this is a wonderful machine to use, okay? How you set it up is you got to have an air supply, because that's how our clamps work. And so you've got two pneumatic clamps. You've got to get your fence set up, okay? So what I usually do is, depending on the width of the part that I need to place a tenon on, if I want that tenon centered, I'll locate where the center of my part is, and then I'll basically lock this in the centered position. And then what I'll do is I'll slide my part in, and I'll reference it to the center line on the base of this router, and then I'll lock my fence into place. Once you've got your fence in place, then it's easy to take the part out and then put a new part in. And so what you're going to do then is slide your new part in, and there's a little lever here that's going to enact some pneumatic clamps. And so now I've got that board held into place very rigidly, okay? Now I'm ready to rock and roll. And so this is a really loud machine, and so I would recommend you wear ear protection. And it's also a very messy machine. So here we go. We're going to let the chips fly. I should plug it in first. We're going to turn it on. We're going to support the height of the router before we unscrew the clamp. And then it's just a matter of working this putter back and forth, okay? Once you cut around it, you're just going to go right around the edge a couple of times to make sure you're held up and you've got a tight coat. Your guide pin is tied up against that template. Move it up out of the way. Turn the machine off. Whew. Unhook your clamps. And now you have a perfect tenon, okay? And I'll tell you, these tenons work really well in conjunction with the milling machine, because if you outfit your milling machine with let's say for a 3/8 inch end mill, and you use that to create your slot or your mortise, and then you use the 3/8 inch tenoning jig, then you can create perfect tenons that go together perfect every time. And so it's a really nice machine. And again, if you learn how to use it, let me know and I can show you how to do that. All right, that's all I wanted to show you here. Thanks.